Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for Relationship Marketing Business Growth Through Referrals. I'm Sharon Grimm with SendOutCards. I'm a senior manager and I live in Hudson, Mass. And with me is
Carol Ward. I'm here also as a senior manager. I'm from Westboro, Massachusetts. And I just want to say that I've been with SendOutCards for 5 years. And our guest today is such a dynamite guy. I can't wait to get to talk to him. How about you?
super pumped. Matt is awesome. He's just a wealth of information too. So we are very blessed to have him here today.
So welcome, Matt. I know that we have you on mute, but I know you'll talk to us soon.
Yes. All right. So just so you know, we're going to go through the gist of SendOutCards, and then at the 15-minute mark, Matt is going to join us. So stay tuned. Great. So the information we are going to share with you today, Carol and I together, will change your life. But also, it will help your business grow through referrals. And that's what Matt's going to be speaking about in a little bit.
Yeah, pretty sweet, huh?
SendOutCards is making a positive impact on people worldwide every single day, and we are very excited to share it with you today.
Oh my God, are we ever? I want to give you a little background before we get too deep into it. Just so you know, SendOutCards has been around since 2003, and it was founded in Salt Lake City, Utah by Cody Bateman. Cody's dream was to be able to take the offline brick and mortar industry of greeting cards and gifts and make it a click and order environment. So just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music, Cody wanted to be able to impact the world and, like these $3 billion companies, collapse the inefficiencies in our marketplace as well as in the greeting card and gifting industry. Kind of cool.
Very.
Well, just like Amazon, when's the last time that you didn't use Amazon for your go-to? Right. Sharon's had these little white trucks show up at her house going, oh my God, what is it? That would be Amazon Local. Every time you click on Amazon and order something, it's delivered in such a reasonable amount of time that people go there for everything. Netflix. Well, we have binge watching because of Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
We now have the ability to see a TV series that we've always wanted to see and watch the whole thing start to end in a weekend. Well, it's kind of a crazy use of your time, but hey, it's there if you want it. iTunes, they've actually changed the entire music industry. I don't know about you, but the last time I saw a store that actually sold just CDs was, I can't even tell you when. They have completely transformed the way that we do that. And Cody wants to do that for greeting cards and gifts.
That's right. SendOutCards is doing the exact same thing in the greeting card and gifting industry. Today, from the comfort of your home, office, phone, or tablet, you can create a card and send it. Ooh. And then once you press that magic button called send, SendOutCards will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it. How cool is that?
That's awesome. Did you know that they're calling our current time a digital revolution? It's pretty sweet. You can't see her shaking her head, but she is. Maybe next week. So just like the largest taxi company that owns no taxis,
Uber,
or the largest telecom company that owns no lines,
Skype.
How about the largest media owner that creates no content,
Facebook?
Because you and I create it, right?
Yep.
I think we're doing our part for that. The largest movie house owns no cinemas.
Netflix.
Absolutely. We've already talked about them. The largest software vendors, they don't even create the apps.
Apple and Google.
Right. They have people independently creating these all over the world. It's pretty cool. And did you know that soon to be the largest greeting card and gifting company has no stores?
SendOutCards.
Awesome.
SendOutCards is the best customer appreciation and customer retention program in the world. SendOutCards has sent over 140 million greeting cards and 5 million gifts over the past 13 years. Carol, no other company sends more first-class mail than SendOutCards.
Sweet. That's an awesome fact. And did you know that you can create these cards directly from your computer?
Or your smartphone. And it doesn't matter if you're an Android user or an iPhone user.
Yes.
The app works great on both.
We have made those Android users a little bit happier these days.
Have.
Awesome. Well, in addition to being in a digital revolution, we've also got a mobile world. Everyone has that need for instant gratification because of the ability to have everything at our fingertips. On our smartphones or our tablets, we communicate, we do our email, we play games, we read books, we watch movies, we even do business.
That's right. And our CEO, Cody Bateman, did a little bit of a survey. Did you know that 80% of all business follow-up is the need to say, thank you, it was nice to meet you, and celebrating the new possibilities of working with you? And that's why he put together this amazing first impression kit that includes these exact 3 cards, one set in black and the other one in white. And Carol's going to take a few minutes here and show you how easy it is to send one of these awesome cards.
Yeah, I absolutely fell in love with this option when they gave it to us. So now, from the comfort of wherever you are, we have added in the campaign button at the bottom of the screen for the app. So I'm going to click on campaign. Up comes all of the campaigns that I have. In this screen, we have the first impressions ones that have just been added to our back offices. And it is amazing. So we're going to pick the white new possibilities. They've already done the work for us on this. It's crazy. So the card pops right into my screen as soon as I hit that. Nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to swipe and we see the inside left of the card. Well, it has the ability for you to add a personal touch by throwing in a picture that you've just taken or that you're going to take.
Cool.
Nice. So let's pop one in there, perfectly formatted, and all you have to do now is swipe to the left and look at the message that we're going to send them. If you're at a loss for words, we have put some in there for you, but if you want to customize it, please do. It's absolutely amazing what happens when you give a very personal note to someone and the magic that happens after that. One other thing that you can do in here is swipe one more time and look at the back of the card. This is your branding and how you want yourself to be known. You can change this on the fly if that's what suits you, or you can leave the one that you've pre-formatted in there. So it's all that simple. And now what do we need to do? Maybe add a recipient? That would be kind of good. So we're going to go out and select LJ, who is who we were speaking to in the inside of the card. And once we select him, it's going to come up for us to submit that order. Now we have the number of points and the amount of postage that it's going to be charged. All we do is hit submit, and voila, this is what shows up in their mailbox. Pretty sweet. All you had to do was that part on the phone. We took care of the rest. We print it, we stuff it, we stamp it, and we mail it out. So isn't that a beautiful package?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
And that card costs about $2. It's just amazing. Yes.
Awesome. You want to get into some pricing?
I would love to. As a customer, you have options. You can start with your preferred monthly package plan, which is 100 points a month at $39 a month, which brings you at a price point of 39 cents per point. Or you could choose pay-as-you-go, which ranges in price points between 43 cents per point or 66 cents per point, depending on how many points you buy. And there's a retail package as well.
Nice.
So it's a month-to-month commitment with those subscriptions.
And the points roll over if you don't use them, right?
Exactly.
Awesome.
For 18 months.
Awesome. So in addition to that, we've put together some tools for you to be able to use the system to its full capacity. As we just talked about, that first impressions kit, the marketing bundle and the business bundle come with that kit. So if you select one of those, you would get that gorgeous card with that simple feature and be able to use it right out of the gate. Now, the personal bundle is something that you may use if you're on a tighter budget, but it still gives you the back of the card and some signatures. So that's a pretty good idea if you can't afford the marketing bundle, which we think is the sweet spot because of, in addition to everything else that we've talked about, has an awesome training portal. And this training helps you be able to leverage relationships. So if that's the one for you, then we highly recommend that you figure out a way to get that one. The one other bundle that we have here, which is our best value, is for a company that has a number of users that they want to keep separate, but they want to be able to have some control over it. So that would be our business bundle. It comes with 3 user accounts that are all managed by an individual at the company. Kind of cool, huh?
Fabulous.
Nice.
And as we know, everyone can benefit from using SendOutCards. However, if you want to share it, you can become a distributor for simply $50 with a $59 annual renewal fee. That includes your back office, customer support, marketing websites, training, and just some. I can't say enough about the training and the customer support.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Amazing.
Absolutely awesome. Well, as we talk to people, they usually fall into one of these 4 categories. So a number one would be a customer, and we do love customers because we love how people feel when they get these cards. So it's a beautiful thing. Levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all about maybe making a little bit of money doing this. So you might be a distributor. You could be a number 2, a referral partner, or you might be creating a self-funding marketing plan. We can explain more of that another time. 3 means that you want to make some part-time money and work it part-time. And 4 says that you're all in. You want to eventually replace your current income. So you're going to work this business with that in mind. So when we're done here, we're going to run through those one more time just so that you can think about where you fit in.
Great. I'm just going to share how you earn money as you sell bundles. For each marketing bundle you sell, you'll earn up to $335. Nice. You can also earn up to $195 for every marketing bundle sold in your organization. And that bonus is played through unlimited number of levels. Simply double these bonuses on business bundles, or you can have them for the personal bundle.
That works.
And those are one-time bonuses, and Carol gets to talk about.
Because that's a one-time cost as well.
That's right.
Awesome. So residual income is the other type of income that a distributor receives. This is where you build a team and you have customers, and every month when those customers buy their points, you receive a commission. As your team grows, you'll add like 3 people at a time per level, and those 3 people will add 3 people, and so on. If you grow that to 7 levels, that's over 3,200 people in your organization. That's a kind of crazy number. However, whatever way you grow your business, you're going to be getting a monthly commission. On the first level of that, you get 2%. And then when you reach level 7, you start earning at 5%. And then as you advance in the company, there's more, and that's all in the comp plan. But just think about it. The bigger you grow your team, the bigger you grow your paycheck.
So true.
How big is your team?
Growing every day.
Absolutely.
So get started now, like Carol had mentioned before, or just get back to the person who brought you here today and let them know if you're simply a 1, a customer, 2, a referral partner, 3, you'd like to earn money part-time on the side, or 4, you'd like to simply replace your current income.
Sweet. So that wraps up where we are right now. SendOutCards is poised for massive growth, and we are sending out millions of cards every single year. And we will be a worldwide household name.
So join us today. And we are very excited to have part 2 of our presentation.
Dun, 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 dun.
And Carol's going to have the honors of introducing Matt.
And I'm going to let Matt speak. In a minute, we're going to unmute you. There you go. Matt, are you here?
I am. Can you hear me all right, Carol?
I can. I would like to introduce you.
Fantastic. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
All right, let me introduce Matt. He is from Ontario, Canada, And we met Matt at a variety of Send Out Cards events over the past year, and it was at the company convention last October that we really got a chance to talk and know him. Since then, we've developed a strong relationship as not only a friend, but also as a coach and a mentor. I have just had so many amazing conversations with Matt. Matt has some pretty amazing credentials as well that set him up. He is he is currently a Send Out Cards executive. He's a business and personal success coach. He's the 2016 Send Out Cards Rookie of the Year. Woohoo! Awesome job. As well as nominated for the coveted 2016 Distributor of the Year, which just does not happen to someone who's been in the company for that short of a time. He did an amazing job. Matt is now serving in the elite group of advisors in Send Out Cards as a member of the 2017 Send Out Cards Eagles Nest. Would you please help me welcome Matt Sherb, my good friend? Welcome.
Hey, how are you guys? Thank you so much for that introduction, Carol. That's awesome. And thanks so much for having this call today to share Send Out Cards with so many people. Having this space is great. Just for people to just get to know a little bit more about Send Out Cards. And I'm going to share a little bit of my story this afternoon as well, just because when I originally saw this 20 months ago, never in a million years I think I'd be where I am today. And as you had mentioned, I'm a coach, and I've been in the corporate world and also in the entrepreneurial world. And for me, there's nothing like the entrepreneurial world. It's different. You're always looking for that next check. In the corporate world, they seem to feed you these checks, and it creates this false sense of security. But being an entrepreneur, it's nice to have a scenario where you're responsible for your own well-being. But it comes with pros and cons. And so over the last 10 years, I was an entrepreneur and looking at coaching and different income streams. And I knew that when I left corporate, I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be left with one source of income, have all eggs in one basket. And so I looked at different ways of earning an income, and I looked at real estate because I like passive income, and I took a look at selling online because I wanted to have something that was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and leveraging myself. But I found my niche in coaching, and just really being able to apply all the knowledge that my corporate experience gave me and apply that to people's well-being. And so about 20 months ago, I came across Send Out Cards at a networking event, and Melissa Barlock had showed it to me. And the coaching that I do is somewhat different. It's a bit more spiritual in that I work with people's birth information. So it was interesting because the conversation that I had with Melissa was, okay, so you're getting people's birth information. You have an intake form with a client. So you get this information. What do you do with it? How do you stay in touch with your customers? How do you thank them for their business? And I said, I use this really great thing called email, or I use this thing called texting because it's so advanced, and it's great to sort of be able to stay in touch with my clients. And it was interesting. It was at that point that Melissa said to me, have you ever thought of sending a birthday card, or have you ever thought of sending a card? And I never really thought of it. I knew the power of cards, but I never really thought about using cards in my business because I wasn't greeting anyone. I was just thanking people for their business. So she gave me this challenge, and for 30 days, what she had me do was send cards to my clients and my prospects and people that had sent referrals to me. And to this day, 20 months later, that's still paying off dividends to me. There's cards that I sent 20 months ago, whether it's a birthday card to someone, and it was so personalized that they kept the card. And since on the back of the card, it has my details on it, they're referring business to me all the time. And so being a customer was great. About 30 days went by, and in that period, I became a believer of greeting cards because in those 30 days, my referrals actually doubled. And for the people that are on the phone, think about that. I'm putting out an expense of about in the neighborhood of just around $2. Sending a greeting card out to a client thanking them, or sending a greeting card to somebody that gave me a referral and thanking them, and it then comes back in many different ways. And just on the screen right now is one of my birthday cards where I actually put the person's name on the front of the card. It's all automated, even though it has my own handwriting or my own signature, but you can see on the back, it has my branding for Possibility Omega, which is my coaching business. So imagine sending a card to Katrina. She's probably never received a card before with her first name plastered all on the front of it. In fact, the person that I sent my first card to, her name was Romy. I couldn't find a card that said Romy in the store. But on the front of this card, it said Romy. So she, to this day, still carries that card with her in her portfolio. And if she's speaking to somebody, they say, you know, they're stuck or they require a coach, she pulls out my greeting card and shows them my phone number and gets them to call me. My business card doesn't travel with my clients in all cases. In fact, its life is probably no longer than a week or two maximum, if even that long, but a greeting card lasts so much longer. And so I kept it simple, and what I found was in that 30-day period, my referrals doubled. So my business grew. And so I thought that was kind of an interesting concept where my business could grow so radically just by incorporating an automated system to send cards. And being able to deliver those first impressions to customers. 2 weeks later, so 6 weeks after starting to send cards, I started getting phone calls from my clients. And this is where it really started to take shape for myself. When people started calling me and saying, that's a really cool card, how did you send it? I'd like to do the same thing for my business. Whether it's a real estate agent, whether it's a mortgage broker who's my client, any small business owner. In fact, anybody that has a customer, they could use this system. And it was then that I realized that there's this opportunity, an income opportunity. So I saw this, you know, in that 6 week period, I kind of saw how a product could benefit everyone in my sphere of influence. So while I could see them benefiting from just myself sending the card, I felt good sending it. I knew that my client felt good receiving it. I found that they were sharing it with people, making them feel good. So the impact had a huge ripple effect in the world, and that's what I felt was really positive. And then to have an added income stream like Sharon was talking about and Carol were talking about, that was just a bonus for me, because my passion is helping people, and that's what I'm able to do with Send Out Cards. So I'm certainly thrilled that I've been involved in this. And then over a very short period of time, when I started introducing this, I'm very big on networking. I say that, you know, your network is your net worth. So I spend a lot of time networking. Well, when I go to networking events, I was collecting all these business cards, but I wasn't really staying in touch with people. This is before Send Out Cards. Now I've got a system where I can actually take a picture of someone. I was in Calgary last week, and I was talking to some people that were at a conference that I was at. We were at an ice cream store, and here you can see a picture of the two of them outside the ice cream store. Snap a picture, add some brownies, send it off to them. So it's a great way to stay in touch with people and really put that out there to them. So in a very short period of time, I rank advanced in the company to manager, and then on to senior manager, and then was recognized at the convention last fall as an executive in the organization. That really is just, you know, different levels in the organization as far as the number of people that you actually assist. And it was kind of cool to see how large an impact you can have. Not necessarily that you need to know a lot of people, but that you know a few people who know a few people who know a few people. A lot of the people didn't know them 20 months ago, and it's because they're friends of friends of friends. So it's been very cool from that perspective. So, you know, Carol put this one slide up here saying they love me. It's great when you put, they do. It's putting that positivity out into the world, and it's very difficult to not put positivity out there and not be loved at the same time. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do with social media, and the feedback is great. People love to be appreciated, and that's what this is all about, is appreciating people. It's not, if you go back to some of the cards, you don't have to go back to the slides here, Carol, but the cards that I create are all about my customers. They're celebrating them, celebrating their birthday, celebrating that I met them, celebrating their children's graduations. It's celebrating them. My message is on the back. It's very subtle. And a lot of things that Send Out Cards has taught me is the 80-20 rule. Make everything 80% giving information and celebrating milestones for people. And then there's going to be instances where you want to make a sale. So there's 20% of the time where you're building the sale on top of that relationship, but relationships truly do matter. And that's really what my story has been with Send Out Cards. It's been an amazing journey. It's just beginning, even though it's just 20 months into it, and I've achieved the ranks of executive. The company has a lot of recognition programs. They have great training programs. And at the end of the day, it's really just seeing the opportunity and really being a customer or being a distributor. The choice is yours. In either event, you have cards that you're putting positivity out in the world. And so it's really phenomenal from that perspective.
That's awesome, Matt. Absolutely fabulous. I thank you so much for sharing that story with us. I just, as you know, we adore you. You are just such a good friend and mentor. Totally love what you've been able to accomplish in such a short period of time. So now that brings us to our Q&A.
Sure. I mean, my question to you is, have you found this helpful even sharing with your clients? I mean, is this a tool that you sometimes find that they're using as well?
Yeah, it's something that they can use or they would know people can use. And so in some instances, let's face it, do we know anybody that has a birthday? Chances are we're going to a store to buy a birthday card. And the cost of a send out card is in the neighborhood of $2 delivered in the US, about $2.50 delivered in Canada, or about just under $3 sent internationally. At the end of the day, you can't get a card for that price, and that's including postage. So people celebrate birthdays, they can use our product. People that have businesses, they can use our product. My mother, she's 87. She uses it for her Christmas cards. You know, she's not in the space that she can write a lot of cards anymore, so we create the one card using Send Out Cards campaigns. She has her contacts all loaded up in the system, so she can still send heartfelt messages with her signature, but she's still sending cards. So it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you're able to send cards. So it's my customers using it and their friends using it. It's pretty exponential. It's pretty cool.
That's just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And it's helped you grow your business, not only the Send Out Cards business, but your coaching business as well, correct?
Yeah, having the card and your branding on it,
Mm-hmm.
it's your brand, and you know, whether it's in a neighborhood, if you send out Christmas cards, you put your brand on the back, and people put this heartfelt card up on their fridge, or they put this heartfelt card up on the mantle, and they have a Christmas party, everyone marches past your card. And if they want to look at it and they see your brand on the back, I call it free advertising, because when you think about it, a card, go to Hallmark, go to different stores, it's at least $5 to $7 per card. So here for $2, I'm putting my brand out there, so as far as I'm concerned, it's free, and all these people see it. My real estate clients, my real estate agent clients, same thing. They mail cards out to, they farm neighborhoods, and their cost is so minimal, because when they get one listing from one card that they put out, or they may put 40 cards out, when they get one listing, it pays back in spades.
Awesome. Wow. I can't say enough. You have definitely hit the nail on the head there, that it just is free advertising. And we so appreciate you coming on and sharing your story today. We can't thank you.
Well, thanks for having me.
You are a breath of fresh air in our world, my dear.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having this call.
Absolutely. If you are just chiming in and you want to contact us for more information, as you view this on YouTube, Sharon and I, here's our contact information. If you want to get in touch with Matt, we can share that with you individually if you request it for us. And we just, again, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Fantastic. Until we meet again, Matt, in person.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you.